rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and a well for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Auntie Kerry Kenton, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country. Auntie Kerry. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Elizabeth Crouch. Deputy Chancellor.
Thank you, Jonathan, and most importantly, thank you, Auntie Kerry, for your very warm welcome to country. Graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my great privilege as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this very important ceremony today. First, I welcome our graduands. I hope this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. You deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation today. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance. You need to make many sacrifices. But that hard work has paid off, and I congratulate each of you on your achievements. Today, I also want to especially welcome those of you who are sitting beside and behind our graduates as their invited guests, because you've all done well too. The very fact that you are here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduates to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers, friends, husbands and wives, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, or whoever you are, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. I have another important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our newest graduates are too modest to proclaim their success, I want you to make sure you do it for them. The ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduands are wearing today and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world that can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, by comparison, is relatively young, only 51 years old. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. We learnt at school that Macquarie was a great builder, but I believe his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. Instead, it lies with his vision for Australia as an egalitarian society, firmly instilling the notion of a fair go for all. And it is that legacy that we here at Macquarie strive to maintain and honour. After our first 51 years, we've come a long way and can now proudly claim an extended Macquarie family of 167,000 graduates living across 142 countries. From the outset, we defied traditional boundaries of academia, pioneering and continuing to pioneer learning and teaching approaches that challenge conventional thinking and practice. We encouraged our students to play a major role in their own learning, empowering them to guide what and how they learn. We pioneered new forms of research. Our framework for the future, world-leading research with world-changing impact, is brought to life by renowned researchers and offers bold and innovative solutions to global issues, providing real benefits to the world we live in. These approaches to teaching and learning and to research are the reasons why Macquarie is one of the top-ranked universities in the world. And we've also made significant investment in new facilities to support this forward-looking agenda. On your way here today, you may have seen our Macquarie University Hospital, the first of its kind on a university campus in Australia. The hospital forms part of a very exciting medical enterprise, which will be Australia's first fully integrated academic health sciences centre under a university leadership. Other outstanding facilities include the Australian Hearing Hub, a world-leading institute dedicated to hearing and language sciences, cutting-edge science labs, a state-of-the-art media centre, and a newly launched simulation hub for teaching and research. We understand the importance of investing in quality facilities that, in addition to our great open green spaces, give all staff and students alike the freedom to think and grow. So it's clear we're looking forward and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie, we have a clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform and improve people's lives, not just of our own students, but also of people all around the globe, by the work and achievement of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie to always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of Macquarie University alumni. But before I do so, it is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Ms. Lyndall York. Lyndall York is the head of Group Finance at Cochlear Limited, an ASX-listed global medical device manufacturer is located on our own campus grounds. Lyndall commenced her career as an undergraduate in the audit division of KPMG straight out of high school, and during her time with KPMG, she attained at the same time her Bachelor of Economics with an accounting major here at Macquarie, so we're proud to call her one of our own. She followed that with the Institute of Chartered Accountants in Australia certification. Lyndall then entered the corporate world as a financial accountant with James Hardie, progressing through various roles in business units as well as the corporate office. She transferred to the US with James Hardie when they relocated their head office to California. And whilst living in the US, Lyndall joined Edwards Life Sciences Corp as Vice President, Corporate Accounting and Reporting. And if that wasn't a busy enough role, she also completed her Executive MBA from Pepperdine University. After 7 years in the US, Lyndall decided it was time to return home and jumped at the opportunity for her current role at Cochlear, where she has been for the past 10 years, and most importantly, where she leads the Women in Leadership program. So it is now my great pleasure to introduce one of our own, Ms. Lyndall York, to deliver today's occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. York.
Deputy Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, graduates and your family and friends. Graduates, it's a real honour to be here in front of you on your graduation day. You should be very proud of yourselves. You've taken the initiative to follow your interests, you've taken the responsibility to build your skills and your experience, and you've earned a prestigious degree at a world-class university. I sat down there like you over 20 years ago, full of hope, excitement and anticipation of where my degree might take me. I didn't really know where it would take me, but I've really enjoyed the journey that it's taken me on to where I am today, and it's nowhere near over. I'd like to share with you some parts of my journey and some lessons that I've learned throughout my journey. Those of you receiving your undergraduate degree today may think that this is the end of study for you, but it likely will not be. You're more than likely going to do more study throughout your career. I had no break from my study as I walked out of my graduation on a day like today. I was working at KPMG and went straight into my chartered accountancy qualifications. In a way that was easy because I was already in that study routine. Around 10 years later, I decided to do my MBA, and it's amazing how quickly that study routine embedded in my life again. The learning and study skills that you've gained throughout completing your qualifications here at Macquarie will hold you in good stead as you go forward and do further studies. Learning continues throughout your life and your career. Lifetime learning is no longer a concept, but a reality of the modern world. Formal study will always be an important component of that, and whilst a university degree is a valuable asset, a rapidly changing world that we live in requires us to constantly update our skills, retrain ourselves to satisfy our life and our work ambitions. You will have to craft new career directions as opportunities emerge. and develop new knowledge and skills as your career evolves. It is likely that the job you have one day in the future does not exist today. A big part of lifelong learning is taking advantage of opportunities as they arise and never saying no. About 15 years ago, I'd been working in Sydney with James Hardie for a few years, and they decided to move the corporate office to America. They gave me the choice of going to the States for 12 months to set up the accounting department and then coming back to Sydney to no job, or to be out of a job immediately. I jumped at the chance to go to the US, thinking of it as a great opportunity to have a working holiday, see another country, work in a different culture, work in a different location. What started out as a 12-month lead into redundancy turned into 7 years in the US and me returning to Sydney when I wanted to and walking straight into another job, so no break in my career at all. I remained at James Hardie for 5 years while I was in the States and then joined Edwards Life Sciences, which manufactures heart valves. It was at Edwards that I realised the joy of working for a medical device company that truly changes people's lives. Once I was back in Sydney and the opportunity at Cochlear came up, I knew that it would be the right move for me, and it certainly has been. Don't be afraid to take a chance on an opportunity that comes your way. If it turns out that it wasn't the right decision for you, you can always change paths. I've learnt a lot more about what I do and don't want to do and be from my mistakes than I ever have from my successes. Making a decision, taking a chance, and occasionally failing are crucial elements in an overall successful career and life. I believe that leadership is an increasingly important skill that is needed to help you progress throughout your career. And it's no longer just about managing people. You can be a leader without having any direct reports. Leadership is about having a clear vision for where you, your team, and or your company should be heading. It's about how you communicate that vision and influence others to join you on the journey to achieve it. It's about how you corral those that you work with and those that you work for to align and work together towards that common goal. You'll be asked throughout your career to take on a leadership role. When you do, have the courage and believe in yourself that you can do it. Remember that you've undoubtedly performed a leadership role in another aspect of your life, perhaps leading a group project here at university. You may be challenged with ethical or moral dilemmas throughout your career. The best way to work through those is to remain connected to your family, friends, peers and colleagues. Continue to follow your interests and your passions. Stay involved with your university and professional bodies that you may belong to. And this will help you determine right from wrong, see the path forward and know what you need to do. The future is open to you. In my experience, it can involve immense personal growth, the opportunity to build a wide professional network and be engaged in some extremely challenging and dynamic issues. The questions, challenges and opportunities that you will face are immense and endless, but so are the rewards. Staying connected with Macquarie University and your fellow students will also provide great fulfilment to you. I'm really proud to have continued my relationship with Macquarie University by now being one of the industry partners in Accounting 315. It allows me to help guide and mentor the future generations and gives me immense satisfaction and joy that I can contribute to the education and development of those that will one day lead our companies and lead our country. As you leave the auditorium today to start the next stage of your journey, you take with you the knowledge, professional skills and maturity to make a major contribution in your chosen field and to society. Congratulations again on your achievement. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you, and I wish you every success in your future journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Lyndall, for sharing your personal journey with us, and most importantly for staying connected with us and wanting to give so much back to the future students for Macquarie. So we're most grateful for all you do for us. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Lyndall York for her efforts. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees and diplomas on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. Now, before I do that, given that I can't actually take a degree or diploma off you if you don't deserve it, I've got to get Jonathan Wiley, who is our Deputy Registrar, to certify that you're eligible for that. And in order to do that, I'll have to ask you a couple of questions. Have you been to every lecture? Have you submitted every assignment? Did you ever turn up late for anything? You're all nodding, aren't you? Yes, fine. All right, I'll now call on Jonathan Wiley to formally certify your eligibility for us.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees and diplomas they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees and diplomas please now stand?
Excellent, you passed your first test, and that is to stand. So, in the name of the Macquarie University Council, it gives me my great pleasure and my authority as Deputy Chancellor to admit each of you present and those who are absent the degrees and diplomas for which you have qualified. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in giving them a round of applause.
Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. The Faculty of Business and Economics is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and indeed one of the largest in Australia. A broad range of programs in some of the most exciting and topical areas of business and economics are offered, and these continue to be in high demand domestically and internationally. Graduates have recorded employment levels and starting salaries well above the average for all Australian business schools. Research in the faculty is cutting edge and innovative, feeding into teaching to give students the best possible learning experience. The faculty includes research and study areas in accounting, actuarial studies, applied finance, economics, management and marketing. Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Professor Kevin Jamieson, the Interim Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Jamieson.
Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with a Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting, Hong Yu Chung. Hao Ran Tan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Pratima Prasad. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Yushi Huang. Jasmine Lam. G. Kit Lum. Samtap Sering Lama. Sangi Lama. Yuan Lan. Samrin Raman Laska. Kun Feng Lau. Yat Lau. Antoine Lapret. Kwan Yik Lo. Yu Wei Lo. Anthony Lee. Feng Ling Lee. Xiong Man Lee. Sun Ho Lee. Sung Jin Lee. Anne Grace Lemaire. Sabrina Lorraine. Carson Ka-Chun Leung. Ming Yan Jamie Leung. Kieran Alexander Layton. David Lee Cumtin. Ling Yi. Ting Li. Young Lee. Xinyue Liang. Jennifer Lim. Herlin. Lily Lin. Rebecca Kate Lindsell. Hao Liu. Lu Mangnan Lu. Chanling Liu. Zheyi Brendan Liu. Christopher Lubick. Ching Hei Lo. Jessica Law. Richard Lode. Vincent Che Horlock. Roy Chok Loon Ma. Carl Andrew Madsen. Jeanette Gomez Muggling. Rahul Maharaj. Shilvana Arisha Maharaj. Hong Viet Mai. Sin Yu Mak. Ryan James Mandler. Madhumita Manohar. Michael Stephen Moritz. Adrian Markowski. Erin Martz. Kazi Abdullah Amashru. Emma Elizabeth Marty. Emma Jade Marbury. Caitlin Claire McNiff. Wan Kai May. Hung Min. Vicky Mung. Alexander Meredith. Afreen Ali Ma. Zheshi Miao. Ashley Millingham. Shaquille Mim. Samantha Mitchell. Hao Chi Mo. Claire Elaine Mooney. Eddie Murad. Corey Musa. Chunsang Ryan Mo. Lauren Murphy. Jessica Knuckler. Tessa Jordan Naku. Abraham Haig Nalbandian. Young Nun. Rashila Nasi. Jameson Nguyen. Hang An V. Nguyen. Martin Nguyen. Tao Fung Nguyen. Van Nguyen. Tristan Nicholas Campbell Notley. Maria Roberta Cristina Ocampo. Marco Oroz. Thomas Oriel. Nicholas Robert Otter. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting. Yi Min Jin. Hadi Husseini. Maythat Kiati Chai Demrong. Chung Jin Kim. Jung Jung Jung. Big Nu La. Yvonne Lahoud. Chun Wei Lei. Xin Yi Lai. Say Man Lam. Jessica Lanzi. Yingyi Lao. Weizia Lao. Gaoxiang Le. Hui Tong Li. Bora Li. Derek Junho Li. Hanul Li. Hyojun Li. Paul Ju-hyun Li. Yirang Lim. Simon Peter Malcolm Leithhead. Rachel Jia Yin Leung. Ashley Lee. Hong Li. Huayu Li. Jiaoyan Li. Jiaqi Li. Kai Li. Xiaoqi Li. Wingtung Li. Xiang Li. Xin Li. Ying Li. Yue Li. Sut Ling Emily Lim. Hai Ping Lin. Junjie Lin. Shen Lin. Xiaofeng Lin. Hui Liu. Xiaowei Lu. Xin Yao Lu. Ying Shui Lu. Samantha Lo. Safwat Khan Lodi. Joseph Wei Ming Lu. Chuan Ru Lu. Thi Quinn An Lung. Chi Chin Mit Lee. Chian Chung Mao. Jethro Martinong. Manai Mahmood. Lu Ming Mai. Melissa Muck. Bryce Matthews. Byron Mawanda. May Tu Win. Andrew Robert McEwen. Ting Mei. Elizabeth Rose Millard. Yuchen Mu. Prashant Prahash Naidu. Ashley Sanjay Nair. Sarah Natoli. Igor Nashcherov. To Wei-Ng. Huang Mendong Nguyen. Howard Nguyen. Kim Nan Nun. Nokan Dui Nguyen. Timothy Nicholas. John Richardson Nimala Raja. Sung Mi Park. Thi Hong Phuc Pham. Kitikan Singh Sida. Lee Shah. Manlin Chan. Wenze Tung. Bulwa, yeah. Xiao Yun Yu. Zhou Yuan. Yi Yun Zhang. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Deputy Chancellor, I now call on Mr. Kieran Alexander Layton, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Commerce, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Mr. Layton.
Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow peers, or should I say graduates. I'd like to start by thanking the university for bestowing me the honour of speaking on behalf of my cohort today. We'll all have had our own individual lessons we've learnt and memories we've taken from our time at Macquarie. So instead I'd like to reflect on a mutual trait embodied by the wider public of this great land, reinforced by the community at Macquarie, and something we can draw on when building on today's success and challenged with our next obstacles in future. The concept of having a go. The old adage says that everybody loves a winner. However, as citizens or residents of Australia, we all know that in truth, that what we love more than a winner is a battler, a trier. Born in Sydney, I grew up in London and returned to Sydney as a fresh-faced teen straight out of high school to pursue my degree. Stepping into the relative unknown of this place called Macquarie, it was a steep learning curve of obstacles, both academic and personal. From the academic challenge of navigating week 12 full of individual assignments, group reports and presentations, whilst also trying to cram in last-minute revision for finals each semester, to bearing the brunt of the banter and shouldering the jesting taunts of, "Hey Pommy, do you want me to warm the beer in the microwave for you?" on my first rugby social. It has been tough at times, but a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. So I hope I speak on behalf of my fellow graduates when I say I'm a better person for the hurdles along the way. To the academic staff, I thank you for your guidance over the last few years. I thank you for fostering a dynamic learning environment where ideas and concepts were open for interpretation and discussion, with no one right or wrong answer, and where theories were interlinked with current affairs to keep teachings fresh and relatable. To the proud parents, friends and family, thank you for your support, for providing the foundations and opportunity to chase our dreams, and for aiding us on our journey to today's achievement. Thanks, Mum and Dad, for your many pep talks over the internet and putting a positive perspective on things whenever I had a big assignment due, often with the simple reminder that it was below 10 degrees and of course still raining in London, so life wasn't all bad. And finally, to my fellow graduates, we did it. I'm sure many of you would have heard the joke about inviting your group project members to your funeral so they can let you down one more time. But in the main, I found this to be a myth. It was a pleasure working in your company. We have fought our individual battles, whether that be mastering ACST in the early Macquarie days, or just the coffee shop queue before an early morning shoot, and have ultimately won this war. To the foreign student contingent, I highly commend you, for you have embodied the Australian characteristic of having a go as much as anyone. I alone struggled preparing this speech, and English is my mother tongue, so I tip my hat to you for your persistence and success. So now, as we go our separate ways and forge our different paths, I congratulate you all and bode you well for the next chapter. May we embrace the challenges as opportunities and always have a go. Good luck and go well. Thank you.
I mentioned to Kieran when he came up to me, I was very much looking forward to his speech, and he certainly did not disappoint. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Kieran. And now we're going to have the pleasure of listening to the wonderful Angela Brewer.
Thank you.
We're very lucky. We get to hear Angela all the time. And now if you guys want to hear her again, you're going to have to come back and roll again and start all over again, and you can hear her again. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking the wonderful Angela Brewer for that superb performance. Please also join me in thanking our musicians, Melanie McLaughlin, our trumpeter. Melanie. And our wonderful organist, Dr. James Forsyth. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the members or representatives of our alumni community, many of whom come to our graduation ceremonies over and over again to help make sure everybody's where they should be, to escort people around and so on. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking them for celebrating today. Graduates, as I can now call you, this ceremony marks the end of one stage of your relationship with Macquarie University, but is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on, and for the rest of your lives, you are part of that bigger Macquarie University family, our alumni, and part of a network of more than 167,000 Macquarie graduates spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office and hope you'll come back here to attend functions, to undertake more study, or simply to visit our beautiful campus. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, and to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the whole community. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it. Because in almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, in your communities, all of these things matter and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed through the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life, a great career, or a great achievement. And in all you do, I ask you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. I hope also that you will also remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like all our newest graduates to please stand. Now place your testaments on the seats behind you. Turn around and face your family and friends and give them a hearty round of applause. Now you can turn around, but don't sit down yet. I've got one more job for you to do. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff, many of whom have supported you throughout your journey. So please join me in thanking them. Now you can be seated now, but only briefly. Shortly I'll lead the official party out, and it will be my very great honour to invite our newest graduates and their family and friends to join us for refreshments overlooking the lake. But before I do so, I'd like to wish you the very best for your futures and conclude with the words of an old Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official party will now leave the graduation hall through the centre aisle and will be followed by the graduates. We would then invite you to also join the academic procession and follow us down to the lake. Would you please stand and remain standing until the last of the graduates have processed out?